What is going on, guys? It is Wraith. I am finally back. Dude, I haven't done these for like 2 weeks. So, and all cards on the table. The reason why I haven't done this is because well, first of all, I wanted to do this because we normally do these on Monday nights at 11 o'clock. I would like to start doing these sometimes on Saturdays so we can go through some unboxing. So I have a lot of unboxing still that I have to get through. So, but one of the other things is at the end of February, I got 2 content strike for like 5 videos from Games Workshop for reaction videos. So I had 2 content strikes on my channel for the last 3 months, and my channel has more or less been destroyed as far as views. So I wanted to make sure before I did this on a Saturday night, I didn't have those strikes before we went ahead and did this. But we're going to move ahead. We're going to do this on a Saturday night and Monday night. We might flip between the 2 nights, or we might do 2 in a week, right? For instance, this Saturday we're doing it tonight, and on Monday night we're also going to do this one as well. We're going to do it on, I have the unboxing of the Sanguinor, and I also have the Cloak that I bought from ForgeKnight. So I have that one. This one I wanted to wait for the Praetor until I got his Cloak from ForgeKnight, and that's what you see on the left there, the red piece. So this I'm really excited about getting. Obviously, this is my entire Imperial Fist, by the way. This is all the Imperial Fists that I have in my collection. So I have I have no 40k. I have no 40k Imperial Fist. It's just 30k Horus Heresy. I have Dorned. I have 2 of the original ones with the claws, as well as now I have the Praetor. Praetor, I agree with Cyber. I saw your message before. You absolutely, like, this is the best looking. At this point, this was the best looking Imperial Fist. Now, we got the last week another new one, which I ordered also. So that's going to be the end of my Imperial Fists. So, and that was the, oh shoot, what was his name? Somebody in chat remind me what his name was, because I don't really collect the Imperial Fist, but the Castellan, that's right. He had that massive fist, and he came with the multiple fists to swap it out, like an open hand, a pimp slap hand. So I'm actually really excited about getting him. So, but then this week we had some new announcements as well. Now, tomorrow night in Warhammer After Dark, we're going to go through all of those. If you guys want, make sure you check out the short that just went up today. It's all 4 of those figures. I animated them really quickly to show essentially them in a really quick action pose for what they have. So we got Mini Vulcan, we got a Space Marine 2 White Scars Intercessor with jump pack. We got a Ultramarine, it's another Intercessor with a jump pack, I believe. And then we got, it's not a Space Marine 2 figure, but it's based on the miniature, an Ultramarine Captain, I believe, with a small shield and a one-handed power maul or power hammer. So, but anyway, what is going on? Hopefully you guys are having a good weekend. This is the first time I'm doing this on a Saturday in a very, very long time. So I want to say hi to a couple people in here. First of all, we got Cyber Rat. We got my mod. What's going on, Cyber? Good evening. Very good. And then we got Guile Patrick. You're making this a thing, bro. Thank you for joining us, dude. And then Count Villanova. What's going on, dude? 08, it's the Imperial Fist. Change chant for Terra. That's right. So, bro, pre-orders for Vulcan Junior today. Yeah, I got to put mine in. I wasn't expecting that we would get those. Celestial Wolf, grab 2 of those Smexy Terminators. Andy the Collector, what's up, Andy? I'm glad that you were able to join us. I know you got some prior, you have some prior commitments at 9 o'clock. So we'll try to get you out of here so you can run over there. But thank you for joining us tonight, Andy. I appreciate it. So I own no Imperial Fist, but I have 5 Black Templars. That's good because they're the offshoot. So essentially, you know what, guys? With this whole Black Templar thing, you guys can stop because I essentially have my own. These are Black Templars. This is essentially Black Templars figures because they're the offshoot of the Black Templars. So I essentially, you guys don't have to keep asking me to get Black Templars. I technically do. because they're a success. They're kind of a successor chapter to the Imperial Fists, right? That's what we're saying here. So at least that's what I'm going with. So the other thing too is I want to show you guys. We have a bunch of unboxings too, but I just got something in today. So this is, by the way, this is not the collector's edition Dorn. This is just the regular standard version of Dorn with the. I bought the helm. I think that masked helm looks absolutely awesome on Dorn, and it fits perfectly. Like, this was from JOYTOY. This was from this was about a year ago I picked up that helm, so that is perfect. And then these are the only other two Imperial Fists in my collection. I have him with the, I picked up two of these because I wanted both of them with the power claws, so two of them. And then obviously we got our Legion Praetor in Tartaros Terminator Armour, and we got the wired cloak, which we're going to install from ForgeKnight right there. So my question to you guys is, have you picked up any of these wired cloaks for your JOYTOY figures? Or, I mean, they sell them for everything, really. So, but the other thing that I wanted to go really quickly through, which I'm really excited about getting, is I picked up, and these finally came. These are my 4 Raider pattern combat bikes. We got the glare still because I got the package, them still in the package. So I got 4 of these from my Blood Angels. By the way, I'm gonna I started setting up and getting ready to make that massive diorama, which I've been talking about forever, where I'm gonna have the 50 NIDs versus the battle. Essentially, it's gonna be the battle ball with all of my Blood Angel figures. So we picked up 4 of these bikes, which I'm so happy that they actually came out with. I'm so pissed for the longest time that they did not come out with these for the Blood Angels. So, and then the other thing I picked up was I picked up an additional 2 of these Raider combat pattern bikes, but this time for my Raven Guard. So I have that huge order of the Horus Heresy Raven Guard figures that are going to be coming in, and I already have an entire IKEA DTOF set aside for that and have it all set up. We're going to do a collection video also very soon. Now that my content strikes are over, you guys are going to see more reviews from me and some fun stuff as well. So we got these. So I got a total of my 6 Raider pattern combat bikes in, and I'm very happy that we got that. But tonight it's going to be all about the Legion Praetor in Tartaros Terminator Armour. So let me bring this in. And you guys know the drill. We're going to open this up. We're going to see what he's like. We're going to throw our wired cloth cape on here, which I love these, honestly. If it's a figure that I'm really excited about or interested in, I'm always going to pick that up from ForgeKnight. So, all right. So let's jump in. So we're going to do the unboxing of the Legion Praetor in Tartaros Terminator Armour. I was super impressed with this figure when I originally saw him a couple months ago. I think this was around December this was announced. This figure, I don't know what it is about this figure, but I just think like the entire look as well as how it's set up, just I don't know. You know, and the other thing is the shield. I'm a nut for shields. So I think that's the other portion of it. I think if he just came up with his power sword, or if this was a two-handed power sword or a bolter with his power sword, I would like it. I don't know if I would immediately jump in and wanted to pick this up. I think the shield is a large portion of this. Also, the armor, the way that it looked absolutely awesome. So let's see who else has jumped into chat as well tonight. We got Jocko Beans. What's going on, Jocko? Ken Best 76 with thank you for joining us tonight, sir. This is different for Saturday night. My ForgeKnight shipment has been a mess. First shipment lost. Replacement shipment being returned to sender for some reason. What? Oh my god, that blows, dude. Oh no. I'm more of a Blood Angel guy, but seem to have inadvertently started collecting Black Templars also. Oh no. Gotta fight not to fall into Salamanders. Yeah, dude. The Salamanders, absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Templars are cool. I plan to start them after I collect all the Krieg. I have all the Krieg. I actually have 2 new Krieg to open up, Galpatrick. So we'll do a full review on all of my Krieg figures in the very near future also. So, ooh, bikes, absolutely. So, Who doesn't love Sword and Board? That's why I play the my Bulwark in Space Marine 2, because I love the gameplay of Sword and Board. I love being able to be in there and to actually take some hits. Although, on this week on Space Marine 2's weekly stratagems on hard, the double... I didn't complete it because it was too ridiculous. We spent like 3 hours on Wednesday night trying to complete it with me and Neo as well as DD. And we couldn't get past. We kept getting up to where they had the double Hellbrutes, and they were just absolutely on normally double Hellbrutes aren't too bad, but this time they were absolutely on crack. And then you get the Terminators just blasting you in the butt with their missile spam. So that was not fun. So unfortunately, I did not get that completed this week. I'm not going back to do it again. After this stream, we're going to do some Street Fighter After Dark. I'm going to see if I can hit Master Rank in Street Fighter. But, oh, by the way, guys, now I'm remembering. I'm going to remember. If you guys like this content, please like and subscribe, guys. Got some fun stuff coming up. So, all right, Legion Praetor. We're going to bust him out. Again, I'm not a fan of the Imperial Fists. It's not one of the chapters I collect. But I do collect all of the Primarchs. Wow, dude, that shield looks freaking awesome. Holy crap, dude. Oh my god. I don't know, the figure doesn't look as impressive, but that shield looks crazy awesome, dude. Wow. Now I'm hoping, because I remember when this originally went out, some people got like horrible versions of their paint job for this figure. I know that GT Diamond Gambino rather got a really bad painted version. So by the way, we're going to take my Zombie Tools blade. We're going to do a quick unboxing here. We're going to cut this. I'll cut the tape over on this side. I think that got it. Yeah. Alright. So, yeah, I hope that my version doesn't have the shitty paint. I don't think so, because I didn't get mine sent to me, like, right away. But we're going to take a closer look. No, I don't think so. Ow. His helm doesn't want to come down at all. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it looks fine to me. Let's bring this in a little bit more. But it looks okay. Yeah, the helm looks fine. The paint job looks fine. What do you guys think on camera? It looks textured on the well, here we go. Here's a good example. This is much more of a sheen of the yellow. There's much more of a sheen on this than on this one. So that gives you an idea. Again, those ones are pretty old. Yeah, it's not a shiny yellow, and I actually kind of appreciate that. But actually in hand he looks good. In that packaging, not super impressive. Not as impressive as the figure itself. I don't know if the paint is odd on the face. What do you guys think? There's a real good close-up of the face paint. Right? I love that helm. I think that's one of the other reasons why I love this helm, why I love this figure so much, because this helm is very, very reminiscent of the Grey Knight Power Armor helms, which obviously I cosplay as the huge Interceptor Grey Knight. But yeah, actually my helm looks almost exactly like this, my cosplay helm. So paint, I don't know. I feel like the paint is kind of weird. I mean, it's not messed up, and I know people have gotten on the very first batch messed up, but in hand the paint doesn't feel... There's some shading on the armor edges, which is nice. So they got the edging done. On this one also, they had the armor edging done. This is just much more of a sheen. So it's much shinier. I guess this is, I don't know. There's not paint mishaps. I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't collect the fists, and I'm not used to. You know what it is? When you have the Alpha Legion in your brain, or especially the Thousand Suns figures, especially the matte black from the Raven Guard that's going to be coming up, those Horus Heresy figures, I don't know. This looks kind of dull. It looks kind of dull. We have some nice highlighting, some gold, yellow on the skull with the eyes, which is really nice. They did a good job there. Let's start from the bottom up. So the legs look good. I love the legs. Actually, the legs are really nice. So we got the 7th Legion here. Some Estus, Vigilatus. So when we got the laurels on his other side, we got the Imperial Fist symbol on his leg here. Very nice overall. We got the Imperial Fist. Well, going up, we just talked about this. This is a pliable plastic. It feels like it's nicely attached, so we're not going to worry about that coming off. We got some of the side armor, which is, you know, what's cool about this belt is in a separate piece, so this is part of the midsection that is solid. So sometimes you'll get a loose belt on here. But this one is not loose. Ooh, I like this. I like the Tartaros Terminator Armour here. Looking at this figure longer, I feel like I'm getting used to the paint color scheme. I just feel like this is very, I don't know. I feel like it's very matte, especially when you compare it to the, I keep going back to these, but this is like the shiny sheen. I don't know if this is coming through on the camera, but I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I don't know which one I like better. Which one do you guys like better? Do you guys like more of the shiny sheen? Let me put them down so you can see. Do you guys like more of the shiny sheen that is present with the Terminator on the right? Or do we like the more of the matte color? I don't know if I'm making too big a deal about this, but I feel like this is a little bit different than this one. I mean, the color scheme, they're using the same yellow. It's that this has more of a sheen on it. It's much shinier. Maybe that's incorrect, but I don't know. I don't know which one I like better. So, but anyway, so going from the top up, he can get his legs out. Well, actually, geez, for a Terminator, he can do pretty good Jean-Claude Van Damme splits here. So that's not bad. And then going up to the top, he has a torso crunch, as well as it's on he has an ab crunch and a torso crunch. So, and then the cloak on the back, we can see with the Tartaros Terminator armor, we got the arms, we got the pipes attached. There's more than enough room on these pipes. Sometimes, well, actually, this is pulling a little bit. Well, no, he can get up to about 90 degrees. So you're going to start to see some pulling on the pipes here, which we've seen before with some of our other Terminator armor figures that we've gotten from the Horus Heresy. So overall, not bad. Let me pull the camera back a little bit so we can get them fully in scope here. We got the Iron Halo on the top. 7th Legion. We get some of the leather spades falling down from under his armor. Very ornamental. His shoulders are awesome. We'll take a look at the chest in a minute, but his shoulders are really nice. I love the matte black, especially the fist. We also get some highlighting on the edges of that fist as well. I think that's really nice. The gold of the plating on this shoulder pad is really nice. I love the fact that they went with such a black color on each of the shoulder. And again, on the, was that the right? This would be the right shoulder. So on the right shoulder, yeah, right. We have the 7th Legion, as well as we have the wings, and we have more gold on it, as well as more of the tassels hanging down, leather tassels with some studs on there. So that looks cool. And then on the chest looks good. Chest looks really good. Again, Imperial Fist symbol on the chest. We get the laurels on the side. Rex Sum Terra Gloria. Helm is good. I feel like, no, eyes are painted well. No problem with the eyes. If we can get this into focus. Come on, focus, bro. There we go. Eyes look good. Iron Halo looks really good. Again, head is going to go, it's a little bit of a pain. He can't, there we go. He's like predispositioned to just stick his neck back out there. You can see the neck there as well. We get a nice long neck. I'm also very happy that we get the tubing on that neck, so it actually looks good in there as well. It doesn't just look like a piece of black plastic, so that looks nice. And then on the back, we can see his cloak. And this is we're going to swap out in just a minute. So this is a nice pliable plastic. And yeah, these are indentations. So this is actually part of the sculpt. These are not painted on. So fourth, right, is going to be actually part of this sculpt. You can feel it, as well as the two fists. And on the other side, the black just looks absolutely awesome. Somebody in the chat, tell me what the... Well, I guess that's the Imperial Hawk or Eagle head, I guess. So this looks really good, but the articulation, everything is fine on this. Nothing is loose. His legs are nice and tight. So if we do the leg check, one of the legs seems... Well, he's a heavier figure, too. That iron halo adds a little bit of more weight to it. But even still, he can be held by essentially his lower calves, and he's not flipping over. He flipped over a little bit there, but I don't feel like it's loosey-goosey at all. Not on this. This is nice and solid. Not as tight as we've seen some of the Terminators in the past, but I feel like that's also a byproduct of some of the issues that we saw with these figures right around Chinese New Year. You guys know what I'm talking about. I got my Khan without eyebrows. We got some white scars with missing paint, and some QC issues on some of them. It seems like those issues are gone and not an issue anymore. So that is awesome. We got someone else jumping in here. I'm trying to catch up. We got Anubis. What's going on, dude? Hello, Wraith. I have that figure as well. It's an awesome figure. Very solid. Paint looks the same as my one. All right, cool. So it's not just me. I prefer the matte colors. When they're shiny, that looks more like a toy. Yeah, I agree with that. Personally, I go with the matte look. I agree. Don't think shiny suits Imperial Fists. Maybe you're right. I agree. Matte looks better. I can suspend my disbelief. Officers love their armor pimp polished. Walkabout Games. What's going on, dude? I saw someone today on Instagram do repaints on Imperial Fists. Tactical Marines. They look so good with weathering. I can't remember who did the paint jobs. Well, if you got any of the pictures, dude, throw them up in the Wraith Mace community tab, and we'll look at those tomorrow night on Toyhammer After Dark. So I also really like the shoulders match his shins, make him look more uniform, kind of like Peter Turbo. Don't forget to polish my armor. After you finish cleaning out the gore from my boots initiative, some Imperial Fist captain, probably. I agree. That's probably what they would say. What's up, Adam Hobbies? What's going on, dude? What is the size comparison with Lord Dorn, I wonder? Actually, I'll show you right now. We'll do a quick size comparison between the two. During that single eagle head with lightning bolt symbolizes a space marine that served in the unification wars on Terra. Wow. Okay. Holy shit. So this dude's old. There are a lot of traitor marines that kept their badges as well. Wow. This figure is a good addition for any collector. I agree. Again, I don't collect Imperial Fists generally, but I have Dorn, so I wanted to get a couple. And so we're going to do the size comparison for Mr. Guile here. We're going to show you guys just how big Dorn is. I don't know about you guys. I really like the helm on Dorn. Obviously, I'm a helm guy first, right? But I think they actually killed it with this helm. This absolutely matches perfectly with Dorn's armor. But there you go. There's a size comparison between Dorn and the Tartaros Terminator Praetor for the Imperial Fists. Man, actually, this looks really cool. I'm not going to get the collector's edition for Dorn. I haven't picked up any of the collector's editions yet. I'm very on the fence. I might pick up the Sanguinius. I'm not sure, though. My only problem with picking up him as far as the collector's edition of Sanguinius is that he won't match. His armor is not going to match the helm. So I have like 4 different helms for him. So that's my issue. Wow, the sword is humongous. Holy shit. Talk about a two-handed wine handler. Holy shit. Look at the size of that. Look at how big that is for him. Holy crap, that is really big. I know this is more, well, I don't know if this is a bastard sword. This shit is unbelievably large. Wow. Shit, this dude's one-handed that. Wow, that's impressive. Alright, so there's his weapons. There's his shield. And then I'm going to take a chance anyway. I don't give a shit. We're throwing some Grey Knight stuff in there. Look at that custom Grey Knight emblem shield by Toyverse. Eat your heart out, boys. It is the 30th. So it is still Grey Knight month. So make sure you throw your photos in the Wraith Mace community tab. We'll look at all the photos, and then we'll tell you guys tomorrow night who is the winner of the Grey Knight month contest, where you guys are going to win a custom Toy Hammer After Dark t-shirt. Your logo will be designed by me. Whatever you want on that t-shirt, on the back of it, and on the sleeve, you guys will be able to win. I got to take a look and see who's winning that. It's the top liked picture that has a Grey Knight in it, and I am discounting anyone that is saying that the Grey Knights are getting destroyed. So, all right, so here is his weapons. Dude, look at the sword. I move him out of frame just so I can make sure that this focuses in. So here's his sword. It's still not focusing in. Come on. There we go. Oh, yeah, dude. Absolutely awesome. Dude, this thing is massive. Look at the handle. And I love when they put... I wish, again, I've said this a billion times, but I really want to get power effects for the swords, right? We've already seen, like, it would be so easy to do, like, a translucent, like, some blue that goes over the sword to signify that it's powered up. Same thing for the shields, man. It would be so easy to do something like that. But this looks great. Yeah, everything about the sword is awesome. The only thing I would say is the handle, you could use some weathering on it because it looks a little too shiny and plastic. Let's see if I can get that up there. But that's nitpicking, really, to be honest with you. That's really nitpicking. Sword feels solid. Again, JOYTOY sharp tips, sharp edges. Doesn't feel... There you go. There's your drop test, guys. I know you like that drop test. But there we go. The sword looks great. Very happy with it. All right, we're gonna... This is the Piston Resistance. This is what I was very happy at getting, dude. Look at the size of this shield. This is the size of my palm, essentially. Oh, man. I might not like the Imperial Fists or a fan of them, but this shield looks absolutely awesome. And this puts my Grey Knight's custom one to shame. Oh, my God. Look at the size difference here. Size is not everything, boys. But in this instant with shields, it kind of is. So, this looks awesome, though, dude. And I love... Oh, dude. I love the fact that JOYTOY goes the extra mile on the back of these shields. And they're just detailing the shit out of them. The rubber band here to go on his arm, as well as the holder for this shield, absolutely awesome, dude. The sculpt on this shield is absolutely amazing. This is definitely the highlight of the figure for me. This shield, I feel like I paid $50, or no, what was this figure? Like 60, 70 bucks? I feel like a 60, 70 bucks for the shield on this figure. But this looks absolutely awesome. It has a nice weight to it as well. Imperial Fist symbol, 7th Legion. Oh, man. And then, I don't know, you tell me, with the lightning on the bottom of the shield, the crest, absolutely looks awesome. So, there we go. There's his 2 accessories, his 2 weapons that he comes with. The amazing shield and this massive... This is not even a bastard sword. This is a swine handler. This thing is huge. And it's a 2-handed grip, too. I know bastard swords will have that, but I don't know, dude. This thing is so huge. And we can see the lightning symbols, or the lightning, symbols on this sword as well. On here and on his shield at the bottom. So, very cool. Alright, so he comes with a couple different hands. As I said before, you always know if this is a return or not, because he's coming with fisted hands. He's Imperial Fist, so it makes sense. But all your JOYTOY figures should come, in general, brand new, with these fisted hands in or installed on the figure. So we're going to pop these off. So what are we going to do? We're going to do shield will be on his left hand. So this will be the shield hand. And then the right hand will have... Actually, we're going to do 2 gripping hands. So it really doesn't matter, to be honest with you. You know what's funny is normally I have Sword of the Emperor. I have a couple different copies of that with the Flaming Sword of the Emperor. So I had Dorn with that and not with his named chainsword, which escapes me the name of it now. Wow, this is actually kind of hard to get on. Why are these so hard? But I normally have Dorn equipped with that, and so today I was like, well, if I'm going to show him, I might as well, like, equip him with the weapons he normally comes with. So I put them on, and then something was wrong with his chainsword. I was like, wow, why is this not, like, fitting all the way up to the hilt? And I'm like, oh, it actually has a trigger on it. That's actually really cool. So I had to swap out his gripping hands for a trigger hand on the hand that was holding the chainsword. So that was actually a nice touch that I haven't noticed before with Dorn, because, again, I'm going to have to do this off camera for a second. Yeah, there we go. He's not my favorite Primarch, but I'll tell you what, man. I have a new appreciation for pulling him out, dude. He is actually a really cool figure. I'm like side-eyeing him as I'm doing this. His gold armor looks awesome, dude. And we'll do a comparison with all my figures. All my Imperial Fists. I have so many of the Imperial Fists, I know. But there we go. There's his 2 gripping hands. Now we're going to do the installation of the cloak. So we're going to take these 2 arms off. Oh, actually, no. It's just the shoulder piece. So, again, we have, these are the newer bucks. So we have the ball pegs on the shoulders. In the past, these cloaks were attached, or actually, yeah, the cloaks were attached just by a loop system. This time, or the shoulders were attached by a loop system. This time they actually are pegged on, and that started with the original releases of the Horus Heresy. I believe it was the Horus Heresy Terminators we started to get that first, and then it's been rolled out across the board. So, all right, so there we go. Didn't break anything. There is his shoulder. We can see how the cloak is attached. Again, it's a loop system that's attached on this ball peg. And we're going to pull this off. Do I have to heat this up? I don't think so. No, it's going to come right off. So there's the one loop taken off on the shoulder. And we're going to take off the other one here. The same thing. Where you want to do this is just pull it out as far away from the shoulder as you can. Obviously, you don't want to... The iron halo at the top is unbelievably sharp, which we've seen before, but it's actually quite sturdy. But pull it far away and then just bend it. And that's really what I found the easiest way to pull these ball pegs off of the shoulders. And just hold it steady, and then boom, it comes right off. So we're going to show one shoulder on that side, one shoulder on this side. And we're going to tape the looping system off. So there we go. He's got his 2 ball pegs. We got the cloak off. And then just to give you guys an idea between the 2 cloaks. So this is the cloak that he comes with. Nothing wrong with that cloak. And then here is the cloak from ForgeKnight. I'm really excited about getting this on. You can get some really amazing shots with this. So again, it looks almost like a bib, the one that comes with that comes with the figure originally. It's actually kind of funny. You know what's funny about this too is I was really not a soft goods guy. I was like, well, I don't know, man. It's like taking the next step to the figures being dolls, right? But the cloaks, I'm okay with the cloaks. I'm okay with the cloaks. I'm not going to put pants on my dude, but I'm okay with cloaks. No shirts, no pants, no underwear, no socks. Cloaks are okay, though. And then there's the red side. And there's the red side, that nice deep red. And again, this is all part of the pattern as well on this cloak. And you can see the nice white on the sides. It looks awesome. Great job. So I'm very excited about putting this on our Tartaros Terminator here. So the black is going to go on the inside, right? Yeah, black's going to go on the inside. We're going to pop. And again, it's super easy to put these cloaks back on. Well, this one is. Sometimes we get some that are absolutely horrendous trying to get on. Some of the Primarchs. But this is just going to go here. We're going to pop this just like how it was originally on the first one. It's just going to go over the pegs. And then we're going to pop on our shoulders. And shit. Which one was which? Damn it. Let me look at the figure box. Hold on. Okay. So he is going to have... Alright, so this one is going to be here. Damn it, dude. I put them on the other side for that reason. So I wouldn't have that problem. Ow. Dude, the Iron Halo is really pointy and pokey. Alright, so let's get this on again. So this is the only tricky part about getting the shoulders on, because when you push up on the shoulder, the peg starts going away from you. So it's tricky because you got to push down at the same time, and you don't want to push to the side. So you got to push directly on top of the peg so that you're not losing where its placement is. I might have to do this off camera. Yeah, this is a bit of a pain. This is the hardest part about this. I love this new. Well, I can't say new, but I love the peg system for the shoulders. I'm gonna have to do this off camera. One sec, guys, because I don't want to break this as I'm doing this. All right, so we're gonna pop this on. Come on, get on here. I don't know. This dude does not know I'm live. Okay. There we go. One is on. I don't know if you guys heard that nice crunch pop. So we got our first one on. We can see that on the camera. So we got our first one on. We can see here. Just goes like that. We're going to drop the cloak down. Oh, it can't go actually over. Can it? I feel like it should go underneath this piece here. Right? Because if not, it's quite a fire risk. Right? If I guess it's still a fire risk. This guy is gonna burst into flames because of his cloak is like right on the fuselage of his armor for his Tartaros Terminator armor back here. So, all right. So we got this one on. We're gonna do this one now. Do this quickly offline, off the camera. Let me get this done. Come on, do not. And it didn't break, it just came off the arm peg. Let's push this back on. Alrighty. There we go. Dolls! Next thing you know, Wraith is going to be getting his Marines tea sets and one of those Barbie convertibles. I'll just borrow from my 4-year-old daughter, because she has her Barbie mansion and everything. She's always asking me to put the clothes on the Barbie. I feel like I'm like, am I doing the same thing with my JOYTOY figures right now? So here we go. Do I have the cloak on right? Yeah, I do. It's a black on the inside. So here we go with the cloak. And there we can see on the back side, I have it underneath the fuselage of that Tartaros Terminator armor. And what's really nice about each of these cloaks is all of these are wired here on the edging. So you can easily get some really nice posing, especially if you're into photography. I don't know, it just frames the figure really well. Especially, what did I buy? I have a bunch of them that I ordered. I even ordered them for my NDKs, my Grey Knight Nemesis Dread Knights. I actually have two. They're more not cloaks. They're more waist pieces than anything, to be honest with you, for them. But I have both of those. I also picked it up for Sanguinius. I also picked it up for Abaddon, the new one, as well as Valdor. So I have a bunch of new cloaks that I have to put on my figures. So we're going to be doing that over the next couple of weeks. But here we go. This is him with his cloak from ForgeKnight. This is absolutely awesome. I love how the silhouette, you can make this look a lot better than what the cloak that it comes with is pretty cool, and it's fine. But there's certain characters I'm gonna go the extra mile for and pick up these cloaks from ForgeKnight. And if you guys have not picked up one from ForgeKnight, I would highly recommend it. All right, so let's get his gear on, because here, we'll show the full range with his cloak. So here it is with his cloak on the front. I'm trying to bring it up to camera, but his legs are not. There we go. In camera shot. Iron Halo. There we go. He looks cool. And then on the backside looks really good. Backside looks really, really good. And I'll mess around with this. I'm very close to now. Shit, man. I got this one. I'm now going to have to get the Dorn one, right? Right? Shit, I'm going to have to get the Dorn one now. Damn, I wasn't planning on that. I might do what Recon is doing with Blake, and that's going for all of the Primarchs. So, all right. So this one, actually, it's on this side. So we're going to put the rubber loop, and again, on the shield, it's really nice. These are real, dude, you know what's cool about these shields, and I always say this when I see a JOYTOY shield, is when I was collecting Marvel Legends for a little while, we get the Captain America shields, and they were just so terrible. They were absolutely terrible. So I have like shield shock from getting those figures, getting those Captain America figures. I think they've gotten better in the last couple of years, Marvel Legends, with those, but the shields, there's no comparison. Obviously, this is a massively different figure, right? Even though it's a smaller figure, it's still more expensive. It's a much higher collector grade figure than what we're getting with Marvel Legends, even though those are fun figures to get as well. But from the perspective of what are you getting, the JOYTOY figures, I think they're just absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love the way the shields are. They actually do a really good job. Let's get him holding his shield. His hand keeps coming off. I think I'm going to have to attach the hand first. Normally I put the hand gripping the shield and then I'll put it through. But I think this time I might just have to grab it. Well, the hands are malleable enough. I should be able to grab it. Got it. Look at that. Who's a professional figure? Something. Alright, there we go. Here's his shield. I want to make sure I don't drop his hand off after I did all that to get it gripped on. So there we go. He looks good. We're going to do our other gripping hand with our sword. I don't know. You know what? I feel like sometimes the trigger finger hands are better for the swords, because you can get more of like a pointing the sword straight forward, more like this, right? When we're talking about having him set up with it, let me get him out of the way. So having him set up with this, right, we can get more of a forward pointing pose with the sword, whereas with the gripping hand, right, we're only going to get, oh man, I hate when that happens. With the gripping hand, we're only going to get it here, right? We're not going to get any kind of like pointing forward with it. So I feel like, I don't know, I'm going to try the gripping hand, the pistol grip hand here with this one. And we'll see how this one works out. I feel like this is really cool. I feel like you can get more posing, especially with your figures, when you're doing something like this with the sword. Especially if it's an impressive looking sword like this thing. Watch me like start bleeding on camera, because I'm gonna... No, it went in! Yay! Wow, this looks good. Okay, with him geared up, now he looks as impressive as he looked in the promo shots that JOYTOY put out. Wow, his sword is huge. Let me just pull this back. There we go. Dude, he looks freaking awesome. His sword is so massive. Let me try. See, so now I can do what I was saying before. You can do more of a pointing pose with his sword, right? Where you wouldn't be able to get that with the normal gripping hand. So I like that. I think that looks really cool. Again, the awesome cloak. I really like this from ForgeKnight. Normally, like, it's crazy that I don't have it for Dorn, but I have it for him. I'm going to have to change that. I'm going to have to get I'll have to get the cloak for Dorn as well. So here is our Tartaros Terminator with the cloak from ForgeKnight. Here we go with Dorn, his Primarch. And yeah, I think I'm going to have to get the Dorn cloak now. And the Dorn cloak looks actually pretty cool. So there he is with Dorn, looking pretty awesome, dude. Let's jump over to the chat, see what's going on, guys. Is this a new Transformer? No, 5 strict. It is not Transformers. You got to learn about Warhammer. Warhammer 40k, Horus Heresy. You got to learn, bro. Yes, he transforms into a Black Templar. Dolls. Thing you know is going to be getting. Yeah, we read that before. Let me jump through. That is so cool. Changing cloaks capes is a great idea. Wish I could do that with Dorn. Like I said, he has the cloak. I'm going to be picking it up, I think, especially after this one. What's up, Thorazine? What's going on, dude? Yeah, so that shield is screaming, prepare for slaughter. I agree. It looks absolutely awesome. Yeah, that's been a minute. When Wemby came to town, I immediately turned back in. Dude is a monster. Yes. Joke about, dude, I want to see Game 7 tonight between the Spurs and the OKC. I think OKC is going to win that game, but I would love to see the Spurs win it. Looks tight. I prefer the trigger finger for the sword. I agree. I think I'm going to do that for my DA Termi if I have a spare hand. Yeah, like I said, I really like the pointing of the trigger finger. And to be honest with you, it's really because I put the trigger finger on Dorn today because I was like, oh shit, he actually has a trigger for his chainsword, right? But I was like, I didn't, because I always had him with the Emperor's sword because I had a couple extra with that flaming sword. I thought that looked cool, but he actually looks really cool like this. This is how he's going to be displayed from now on in my area, which you guys will see very soon. We're going to have a full video on my entire JOYTOY collection, as well as soon we're going to do the diorama of the, I got 100 pounds of red kinetic sand, and I'm actually building up some additional pieces. I went to Home Depot yesterday to grab some additional pieces so I can make it bigger, so I can get my 2 Predator tanks, as well as all of those Tyranids, and I'm also going to throw some Astra Militarum in that fight too, so that should be cool. Alright, so let's get our entire contingent and collection of my Imperial Fists in here. We can see our 2 buddies with these are the original releases of them. These figures have a little, one of them has a big problem with one of his legs not staying on, but overall, there is my entire collection of Imperial Fists. I have to say, dude, this Tartaros Terminator with the shield and his sword, dude, and the cloak from ForgeKnight is absolutely awesome. And I have a new appreciation now for Dorn, man. Pulling him out, I was like, wow, he's actually really good. He's actually a really good figure, especially with this helm. Dude, if you guys have not picked up that helm, you can grab from JOYTOY. We have the affiliate link in the description. If you guys want to support the channel, that is the best way of doing it. But again, dude, I don't know, dude, this helm, this is the other reason why I'm very reticent to pick up any of the collector's editions of these figures, because I already got the helms, and the helms match the armor color perfectly. Same thing for my Sanguinius, same thing for the Dorn. Same thing for, who else? Magnus, right? As well as some other. I have the new helm coming for Mortarion. Once they announce the one for Corvus Corax, then I'll grab that one. So, but dude, Dorn is absolutely awesome. I love this figure now. I'm definitely going to be picking up Guile Patrick. I'm going to be picking up the cloak from ForgeKnight. And again, these cloaks are pretty good price. They're only about 15 bucks. So, very cool. So again, moving back over to our Tartaros Terminator. He looks awesome, dude. Love the Iron Halo. Love the shield. Love the sword. Love everything about this figure. This is definitely going to be a centerpiece as part of my collection for them. So, what's up, 3-star? What's going on, dude? Spurs eating them up as we speak. Are they really? Shit, man. I got to jump on that. So, wow, Dorn is using a helm. Where did you get that helm? Again, JOYTOY, Guile Patrick. You can jump on, I think it's like 10 bucks, dude. There's a couple different Dorn helms. There's a couple different Dorn unhelmeted heads, too, I think they have. So, again, if you guys want to support the channel, we have affiliate links for LT Cave, for Cool Toys Club, for David Toys. We also have a David Toys coupon for 12% off. They have the fastest shipping. LT Cave is generally who I buy a lot of my figures for if I don't want to make sure I get them immediately. They usually have the best prices as well as free shipping. David Toys also. We also got an affiliate code for Cool Toys Club and JOYTOY. JOYTOY is where you're going to grab all your custom parts. You can go to ForgeKnight for the different cloaks, which we just showed off here, which absolutely looks awesome, dude. I love this cloak. So, and then we also just got a affiliate link and a one-time discount code with StarForged. If you guys don't know what Starforged is, you're going to know very soon. I have a lot of Starforged stuff, but I have some new stuff coming, and it's going to be part of my big display with some new amazing purity seals. I don't even think they're purity seals. They're like liberation seals or something. They look absolutely awesome, but those are going to be part of my collection, which you guys will see very soon. So yeah, overall, I think this is a great figure. Your Imperial Fist collection is 400% bigger than mine. Well, you know what? This Imperial Fist collection also counts toward the Black Templars. So I don't want to hear the shit anymore, Andy. I got Black Templars here, bro. Cataphract armor is my favorite bit. That Tartaros is pretty nice too. I agree. So, all right, guys. I want to say thank you guys for being part of this, again, Saturday night. We're going to start doing these Saturday night. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'll be back around 11 o'clock tonight. I'm going to do some more Street Fighter After Dark, Street Fighter 6 After Dark. And I am almost master rank, which is quite hysterical because I am still not playing the game the way it's meant to be played. So, all right, guys, make sure you guys check out Toy Hammer After Dark tomorrow night. And make sure you guys check out my short I just put up, as well as the new video I just put up today, reviewing the Blood Angels official football jersey, American football jersey. That is up, and that is the Dante jersey that went up earlier today. All right, guys, have a good night. He didn't pick up the Librarian. I did not. Only Sigmund's counts as... Michael Mansell, what's going on, bro? Hopefully you're having a good night. All right, guys. I am Wraith. I am out. I will be talking to you guys tomorrow on Toy Hammer After Dark at 10 p.m. with Recon Rage, as well as, oh, Jesus Christ. Carlos from Badass Reviews, as well as Curtis from Art by Ackerman. So, geez, man, I'm in a brain fart here. So, all right, guys, and like I said, I'll be back later tonight. I'm going to do some gaming stream live at 11 p.m. for Street Fighter. So, all right, guys, have a good rest of the night, and I will see you later tonight or tomorrow. All right, guys, have a good night. I'm Wraith. I'm out. Later, guys.